Hello everybody, it's Maikito. I hope everybody's having a good day and has had a good day so far. I honestly wasn't sure I was going to post just because it is a smaller slate. It is 3 games, and when it comes to those, a lot of times I don't post, but regardless, I always go through the plays, go through the money lines, go through everything just to see in case I like picks. And I found plenty to make a video. And honestly, sometimes when it comes to these smaller slates, I feel like I sometimes do better just because when it's a big slate, I feel like I kind of have to go through every single game, go through everything. Maybe I'm just like tired or something. But when I go through these smaller slates, I feel like I can get more in depth and have more time to go through every single game, every single prop. And hopefully that's the case here. I like these plays. And if I have any added ones, which I'm not sure if I will, that will be in the pinned comment either later tonight, could be tomorrow. Not 100% sure, but just keep an eye out on those. But with that being said, I'll get straight into the picks. And the first one is on underdog. And that's unders do that to go higher than 0.5 shots playing at home for Verona, going up against Parma. First of all, it's just a really good matchup. Parma on average allow the second most shots to opponents. They're a really weak defense. On average, they allow 14.9, and it goes up to 16.6 away from home. They average around 12.5 at home, all the way to 16.6. So they allow at least around an extra 4 shots when they play away, which is good for us. And on average, he averages 0.95 shots per 90. So pretty much averages 1 shot a game. He's a long shot taker. 16 of his shots have come from outside the box, only 2 from inside. So he just needs some space, and he will take those shots. And I like that as well because he is a set piece taker. So if they get those free kicks, he will take that shot. And we just need one, which is good for us. And he's gone over in 6 out of 10 at home. And if you take a look at the games in which he didn't shoot, they were against tough matchups. He didn't shoot against Napoli, who allowed the 2nd least shots, Juventus, who allowed the 5th least shots, Fiorentina, who allowed the 10th. So they're like an average team when it comes to them, and Bologna, the least amount of shots. So now he has a really great matchup, and it's a good line, and he's played full minutes. And when I say full minutes, I say at least around like 85 minutes and above, so pretty much a full game. And out of the 19 starts that he's had, he's played full minutes in 17 out of 19 of those. So he's a key player for them. He was the hero in the last game he played for them. Right before the break, he scored that goal. So he will have opportunities. It's just whether he takes that shot. And with a great matchup here against Parma at home, I like this line. So like do that to go higher than 0.5 shots. And then the second player prop that I found that I like for this slate is on PrizePicks, and it's Iago Aspas to go higher than 2 shots at home for Celta Vigo, going up against Las Palmas. He's a captain of the squad. He's a key player for them. He averages 2.71 shots per 90. He, in my opinion, for sure gets 2. It's whether he gets that 3rd, but at 2.0, I'll take the push at least. And I just think it's safer to just take it at 2.0 and then him get that 3rd. So if this gets bumped up to 2.5, I wouldn't really take it just because I like that safetiness of that 2.0. But it's a good matchup here against Palmas, who on average allow the 4th most shots to opponents at 15. And there's a big difference when it comes to them defending at home compared to away. When they play at home, they on average allow 12 shots all the way up to 18 away. So that's an extra 6 shots that they give away. And I like this as well because they cannot defend long shots. And he is a long shot taker. 26 from inside the box, 16 from outside the box. And Palmas, when it comes to the amount of fouls that they average, they're an average squad when it comes to the amount of fouls that they give away. But the ones that they do tend to be in dangerous areas, aka penalties and free kicks. And he is the penalty taker, and he will take free kicks depending on what side it's on. So we like that as well. And out of the 7 starts that he's played at home, he's had 2+ in 6 out of 7. That's an 86% hit rate. And if you add the other 3 that he's played that's come off the bench, he has had 2+ in 8 out of those 10. So when he plays at home, he has a good chance of at least getting 2. And with a good matchup here, I like this play. It's a good line. Palmas allow a lot of shots. They allow a lot of long shots. Just how he plays. And he's at home, so I like this. I like Iago Aspas to go higher than 2 shots. And then I do have 2 leans that I was taking a look at. I believe both of them are on PrizePicks. Some of these might be on underdog. But they're both in that Verona and Parma game. 2 Parma players. Boni, the striker, and Man, the right winger. They're both at 1.5 shots. I feel like for sure at least one of them goes over. I'm just not sure which one, but I think 1.5 is a good line. So if you want to pick and choose between one of them, I think both of them, or if not both of them, have a good chance of going over. So you can take a look at those if you want. before I get into the money line plays, as always, I would really appreciate if you everybody liked the video and commented. It really helps out the channel, help it boost out to more people, whether it's showing support, asking a question, anything. I read all the comments whenever I can. I really do appreciate you guys. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and if you want to get the videos out earlier than what you usually would and support the channel just a little more, I do have the membership link in the description. It is totally optional. It's not like I give extra picks. Again, it's just if you want to support the channel and get the videos out earlier than what you would if they were out public. Because some of these plays do tend to get bumped sometimes or taken away whenever I post these videos. So it's not necessary. It is just for those that want to support the channel. And then all my links for everything, whether it's Outlier, PrizePicks, Underdog, Fliff, everything in the description. So I really want to thank anybody who supports me in any way. But when it comes to the money line plays, we hit day 2 of the ladder challenge. So we're on to day 3. And the play that I found that I like is higher than 0.5 first half goals in the Verona and Parma game for -240. We just need one team to score. Doesn't matter which one in the first half, and I like this play. It's two teams that really struggle on defense, and you can see this in the first game. It was a 2-3 game with 2 goals in the first half. We just need 1. Verona have conceded 32 goals and 14 at home, so they on average concede over 2 goals a game when they play at home. And Parma have conceded 24 and 14 away, so on average they concede 1.71. Verona, main reason or big reason why I like this play is Verona. While I mentioned they have conceded 32 and 14 at home, only 9 of those have been in the second half. 23 of those have been in the first half. So a big majority of the ones they concede is in the first half, which is good for us. Both teams want to win to try to get further and further away from their relegation spot. Neither of them are bottom 3, but they're pretty close. And if they keep losing or dropping points, they're could really be there. I believe one of them is only avoiding it by 3 points, and the other one is only avoiding it by 5 points, and there's still plenty of games to go through. So both teams need to be aggressive, and Verona play a lot of long balls and like to cross the ball a lot, which is good against a team like Parma, who are weak in the air and weak at defending the wings. And if they're weak at defending the wings, that means that Verona will be able to cross the ball a lot to opponents. And Parma are good at counterattacks. They're good at, even when they're down, they will keep attacking and shoot. And they take a lot of long shots, which is good because Verona are weak at defending long shots. Both teams are weak defensively. Both teams can take advantage of each other's defensive exploits. So we just need one team to convert. It happened in the first game twice. We just need one in this game, and I like this play with both teams being fresh. I like higher than 0.5 first half goals in the Verona and Parma game for -240. And the second one that I found that I like is in La Liga, and that both teams to score in the Celta Vigo and Las Palmas game. You can currently get it for -125. This is one of those where I took it in the Wolfsburg and Heidenheim game, and hopefully I don't jinx by saying this, but it's whether or not Palma score. I'm not concerned whether Celta Vigo scores. They should score. If you want to play it safe, you could just take Palmas to score for a higher juice, but I'm taking both teams to score because you get better value here. But firstly, when it comes to Celta Vigo, they have scored 24 and 14 at home and in 13 out of 14 games, so that's a really good hit rate. And Palmas have conceded 26 goals and 14 away games and in 13 out of 14 games that they've played away from home. So good, very good hit rate for Celta at home, and very good hit rate for away teams, or sorry, home teams when they play Palmas when they play away. And Celta have scored in all 3 games against them, once this season and twice last season in both games. So I like that. I believe they will score again. It's just whether or not Palmas score. Palmas have scored 15 goals in 14 away games, and in 10 out of 14 games that they've played away, which is 71% hit rate. And the big reason why I really like this play, the majority reason, is because they have a fully healthy front line. They sometimes can't play this front 3 up top because sometimes one is injured, one is hurt, and they usually can't play these guys all at the same time. But they have Moleda, Silva, and Ramirez all available to play up top for them. And in 14 games that they've played together, they have scored in 13 out of 14 games. That's a 93% hit rate. The one game that they did not score with all 3 of them healthy was against Atletico Madrid, which is the best defense in the league, so I don't blame them for that one. And they didn't score in the first game, but again, they didn't have all 3 of them in that game. But last season, they scored in both games against them. So that's a good game for us as well. Good stuff for us. And when I mentioned earlier that they didn't score in the first game, yes, I mentioned that they didn't have Ramirez, but it also took a 5 saves, 0.91 expected goals, performance from the Celta Vigo keeper Guaita for Palmas to not score. But Palmas desperately need a result here, because when I mentioned that Verona and Parma are above the relegation zone, Palmas are in the relegation zone. So they need to try to pick up points and try to get out of their relegation spot. They will have the chances. They just need to convert. I like their team and I trust them here. We've taken them before and they've came through. So I like this play here. So I like both teams to score in the Celta Vigo game, going up against Palmas for -125. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll quickly go over last video's picks. It wasn't a great day. It was a 2 and 3 day. The two that hit Herrera, the player prop on YouTube, he came through. That one was pretty easy. Day 2 of the ladder challenge hit Inter Milan. They came through for us. I did have Miovski and How 2 plays that both DMP, so we can't count those. But we had Iñaki to take 3 shots. We took the wrong brother. Nico Williams took the shots. I had Sommer under 2.5 saves, and he was looking great. But they had 6 minutes of extra time, and he got it in those 6 minutes. So that was very, very unfortunate. And then Bilbao were not able to score a single goal. So unfortunate on that side, it was a 2 and 3 day. Not a great day, but days like that happen. And the best we can do is bounce back. We're not going to win every single day. You guys know this. So hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow. We still have had a great run overall over the last pretty much month already. So I feel confident in these picks. Like I mentioned, if I do have any added plays, they will be in the pinned comment. But other than that, I hope everybody has a good night, a good day, and we can cash out tomorrow.